Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona, where we are having an amazing day. How was your day today? Mine's been super fantastic and very sparkling. I started the morning off with doing the mastermind, which is day 2 from Networking Riches. I love Mastermind Day on network. When it comes to Networking Riches, yes, I get a lot of great nuggets and everything, going through the 7-part process of a networking event from start to finish to during and all of that sort of stuff. Made some great plans yesterday. Got a whole bunch of stuff written down that I now got to go and set goals for and start putting the stuff into practice, start putting the stuff into action. But the mastermind day of Networking Riches is always awesome. Oh yeah, Casey Kiwi here with me tonight. He sat there during the mastermind today. The masterminding portion is amazing. There's a lot of breakthroughs. People volunteer to get in and sit in a seat and they tell us what their problem is, and then we together collectively come up with possible solutions that they may or may not implement. Some ideas are great ideas. There was some amazing ideas running around today. I wish I could tell you them, but we're all under this cloak of what's said in the room stays in the room. So, but just taking this service over here with this service over here and coming up with a solution where these 2 services benefit and a 3rd service benefits as well. It was just phenomenal. The ideas that were flowing was just incredible. My hand was getting sore with taking notes because one of the things I like about masterminding is that when we're actually in this area where you've got somebody sitting in the seat and they tell us what their problem is, and people start coming up with solutions and that sort of stuff, or possible solutions and everything else, is that it's not just stuff for them to apply to their business. It could be stuff that I could take and either use it as is or find a way to massage it a little bit, and then it would work for my business as well. So that's one thing I like about masterminding, because it's when the creativity comes out and it's just awesome. I absolutely love it. And today's mastermind was phenomenal. It was amazing. I just had so much fun. Like I said, I got writer's cramp. My poor wrist. I'm going to go get out my CBD pain cream and put it on there because it's hurting a little bit. But yeah, the masterminding is just amazing when you get a collective group of people, and we probably had somewhere between 20 and 30 people participating today. I don't know what the actual number was. I know it was more than 20, and I don't think it was up to 30. But we just had the ideas. Oh, the ideas. I mean, if you want to participate in a mastermind day like this, then let me know. And the next time we have a Networking Riches, we'll get you signed up so that you get to come as well. I mean, it's just, the stuff that comes out of here is just amazing. And then when Networking Riches finished, then it was grab a quick lunch, and then it was make up my little shopping list, and I went out and about and had 4 different stores I had to go to today to get what I needed to get, including a basin so I could sit and have a foot bath. I have so missed doing that, and I didn't have a basin. I didn't have a container here big enough to put my foot, and not just one foot, but both feet in. I could probably use the bucket, but your foot would be all squished up, and you'd only get 1 foot in at a time. So I got my foot care stuff so I can do that. Finally got my gel ice pack, so it's in the fridge. In the freezer, chilling off right now, so I can start putting that on my ankle. But just had a great time just out and about, and it was very windy today too. It was a lot of wind. And then came back and got all the groceries put away. I served the chicken. I got to put the chicken away. Got the groceries put away, got the shopping put away, and decided I was going to watch a movie which I saw on a plane one time and absolutely fell in love with it. It's called The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. And it's about these 7 British people in their golden years who end up moving to this little town in India where they're staying at the at the best exotic Marigold is the name of the hotel, and just their adventures of adjusting to life there and that sort of stuff, and just the little storylines and how they all accumulate and all of that sort of stuff. And that it had one of the best quotes I have ever heard. So there's this character called Sonny, and he just has the most positive outlook. The first time I saw this movie, like I said, I was on a plane. I was flying to New Zealand. Yeah, I was flying home to New Zealand. This was a few years ago. In fact, I think it was down for my brother's wedding. Yeah, I think it was for my brother's wedding. And I first saw it when I was on the plane, and I absolutely fell in love with the character of Sonny. He is just, nothing bothers him, nothing phases him. He is just this happy, sparkly personality. And I just relate to him so much. And one of the women there is kind of like telling him that he photoshopped the brochure, and he says, "Well, that's to show you what it's going to look like in the future." He says, "Which is the present." Well, maybe it's not, but we had, and it goes on about how they have a saying in India that everything will be all right in the end. So if it is not all right, it is not yet the end. I thought that was brilliant. If it's not all right, it's not yet the end. I loved that. Everything will be all right in the end. And so if it's not, everything will be all right in the end. So if it is not all right, it is not yet the end. I thought that was a brilliant quote, and he said it like two or three times so far. I'm still watching the movie. I had to pause it to come so I could come talk with you guys and hang out with you for a bit. But I thought that was a brilliant quote. Everything will be all right in the end. So if it is not all right, it is not yet the end. So, which kind of just tells you, just keep plugging along. What is the mastermind for? Masterminding, Diane, is for in Kia ora. So Diane, the masterminding is part of the Networking Riches workshop that my friend and mentor Casey Eberhardt does, and he does it a few times a year. And this one he was doing in Colorado Springs, so I was attending via live stream. And yesterday we did the networking portion of it, of what you do before you go to a networking event, what you do at the networking event, what you do during the event, what you do after the event, and that sort of stuff. So he has this formula that takes you from point A to point B, or from A to Z on networking, basically. And then you come back the second day, and the second day is all about masterminding. So he will take people, sign up for to be on the chair and that sort of stuff. And so it could be, somebody could have an issue in their business, like they're trying to generate more leads. What are some of the ideas that you can give? And so we will all sort of kind of brainstorm together. So you've got all these different people, all from different walks of life, different businesses, different professions, and we come together collectively and we start almost like brainstorming ideas and things like that. And we had one business up there, and teamed it up with and came up with the idea of teaming it up with another business, which then benefited a third business as well. So you had this synergy going between these three businesses that you probably wouldn't think were related to each other, which they're kind of not, but it worked out beautifully. And I was just like, wow. And then when one of the businesses told us one of the things they did, I was just like, really? Wow. I'll sign up. But it's just a collective energy coming together. It's just the energy in the room and the energy of those online being able to come together collectively and help somebody over a hurdle that they're having in their business. And I've been in some of the masterminds where these things have been essential, because the breakthroughs that some of these people have been like just invoke an emotional reaction, which in some cases the emotional reaction does require these. But I've seen the breakthroughs come in. I've seen people go out and start implementing some of the ideas that they got from being in the chair and seeing them grow in their business. And it's awesome to see. It's awesome. I've been a victim of the hot seat as well a few times, and because I get to do it in my mastermind group. But this is something. This is part of the Networking Riches program, and but I also belong to Casey's mastermind group, and we get to do the hot seat there as well. And so they've been on the hot seat a few times, and but today my mind was going mind blowing, it's gone. Mind you, it's probably already gone before I got on the computer this morning, to be honest. But there's a lot of times there's been a lot of breakthroughs and stuff like that. So and it could be something that you had a breakdown in your business and you're not sure how to get off it, how to fix it, how to go from having that breakthrough to having from having that breakdown to having that breakthrough. What process do you need to put in place so it doesn't happen again? Or could it be that this breakdown you've had means that you're going in the wrong direction? Or it could mean that something failed, something in your process wasn't set up correctly, which now caused the process to fail. So we call that a breakdown. And now to fix it, we're going to do this, and whatever this is, it becomes the breakthrough. So it's just, if you can get to Networking Riches next time it's on. If you want to come to Networking Riches next time it's on, I don't know the date of the next one. As soon as I do, I will let you guys know. Please private message me and I will put you on a list. I already have a list going of people who are interested in the next one. And you can either attend in person or you can attend via live stream. It is well worth. I mean, Saturday goes from 9 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. local time where the meeting's been held. So this one was being held in Colorado Springs, which meant I had to be online at 8 o'clock in the morning, which wasn't a big deal because I'm a morning person. And then the next day goes from like 9:15 through to 1 o'clock. And that's the mastermind portion. And but yeah, and if you don't have a group to mastermind with and to help brainstorm and stuff, find a good coach that can help you do that. But like I said, if you want to know about Networking Riches next time it's out there, just send me a private message and we can get you all hooked up, signed up, and everything else when the next one is announced. He does them in LA, he does them in Colorado Springs, he's done one in Houston. I'm not sure where else he's doing them, but yeah, it's just been an awesome day. And because of yesterday and the list I wrote up this morning, I will probably not be doing Tombstone tomorrow, because I have work to do for clients tomorrow, which takes priority. And once that is done, I then have this list that I then have to go through, and I've now got to go and schedule that stuff on my list from yesterday into my calendar to make sure it gets done. So I'm looking at Tuesday for heading down to Tombstone and doing the OK Corral and the Historama, and then going on to Bisbee. I'm going to go down there and have a look around that, where they've got the copper mines, and got to find out where it is, but there's a Titan? I think it's a Titan missile silo that you can go and have a look at. It's the only place in the States that you can go have a look at this missile silo. So I thought, oh, that sounds good. But I think that's on a different, I think Tombstone's down over here and the missile silo's down this way from Tucson. So I think they're in different directions. So, but they're both south of Tucson. So I'm going to find out more about that and fit that in. But it looks like my stay in Tucson might be getting extended. So I'm going to figure that one out tomorrow, because I've got to figure out what I want to see, because I want to do the biosphere 2. I want to go to Pima, Air and Space Museum. What else did I want to do? There's something else. I'm completely forgetting it. I know Tombstone and the missile. So yeah, so by the time I add up all the stuff that I really want to go and see and do while I'm here in Tucson, I'm definitely going to have to extend. So I'm just trying to figure out which day I'm going to have to leave the following week, because I'm scheduled to leave Thursday at the moment, but I'm going to extend it into the following week. I know I have to be back in Southern Cal by the 12th, because I have a function to go to on the 14th. So I want to make sure I'm back. I'm set up. I've got the car out of storage and everything else. So yes, I have a function on I think it's the 14th. Oh, jeepers. I better go double check that. So that's it from me. So we had a great day with Masterminding for day 2 from Networking Riches. Got my shopping done and my errands done today as well. And then sitting watching, like I said, in fact, you can see it in the mirror behind me. You can see where it's paused in the DVD. The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. awesome movie. I mean, you've got Judi Dench in there, you've got Maggie Smith in there, you've got Bill Nighy in there. I'm trying to remember other people's names. The guy that plays Sonny, he is awesome. Deepak, what's his name? Deepak. Can't remember, but check it out. It's a really cool story about people in their golden years, and they're all different walks of life. And you got you got a judge who finally decided to retire, and he's gone back to India after 40 years into this area where the hotel is. Then Judi Dench's character, her husband recently passed, so she's gone off there. Then there's a couple, Bill Nighy and played by Bill Nighy, and I can't remember the other one. I can't remember who plays his wife, but they end up going over there because they don't want to get stuck in some beige bungalow thing for their retirement. Then there's this old guy who's just looking for a good time, and there's a single woman there as well who kept getting left to babysit the grandkids while she was living with the son and daughter-in-law, and so she decided that she's going to go find herself somebody to marry. And then there was then there's Maggie Smith's character, and she's a woman who has to have a hip replacement. She has some racial issues, let me just put it that way. And it's interesting to see the changes that the characters go through as they either like or don't like the area. They're either adjusting or not adjusting to life, and it's creating a lot of and there's some good funny moments in there as well. And Sonny is this young kid who's from a very successful family. His siblings are all successful people, and he's struggling to make this hotel make this hotel work. And so he calls it the best exotic marigold hotel. And he's determined to make it work, and he has the right attitude for it. He's letting nothing get him down. I just love the character. He's just super fantastic and sparkling. What can I say? Anyway, that's it for me. I'm heading back to the movie. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. And until then, he konera.